Okay, the lineup's actually not there yet, Pete, because I was gonna put it on screen, but I was waiting for us to go live. Everyone, how y'all doing? Good afternoon, depending on where you are. Good evening. Look, the lineup came out, and it's no longer a surprise when it's complete dog shit. So we're not shocked with what we saw. It is a bit of a bizarre lineup once again. I'm gonna put it on screen right away. But before we even start, how's everyone doing? How's Pete doing? Jeff Carey's already in the chat right there. So there's that.
He's complaining that his super chats are getting blocked for being too spicy.
I wonder what he was writing for it to be blocked.
Too much van content, Spicy Jeff.
Yeah. So let's put the lineup, Pete, because there's two things to talk about here: the U.S. lineup and the Japanese lineup. Because it is important to address one thing right away from the get-go. This is not an excuse. We're not trying to push a narrative. Nothing. This is just factual right now. Japan rotated their entire starting 11 from goalkeeper to center forward. Japan is playing their backups, okay? Their starters, Endo, Minamino, Mitoma, Kubo, Zion Suzuki, they're all on the bench, okay? So regardless of what happens, that actually puts more pressure on the U.S. You have to win.
You're at home against Japan's B team. You have to win.
Exactly.
I
So
know Poch says winning is not important. These are training sessions, but we are on the record saying at least you have to win. If not, look good doing it.
I mean, at some point you have to win something. Winning is an indication that you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
It's also a mentality and a morale booster when you win, right?
So with that context added, let's go through the US starting 11, which was a bit bizarre when we saw it. And you guys, as you tune in, make sure to drop a like in the stream if you haven't already. Do it very quick. It takes a second. So United States, we're going to play a back three. So it's going to be a 3-4-2-1 or a 3-4-3, whatever you want to call it. And Matt Freese is on goal. I think that's something we're okay with. Matt Freese being the starter. I think he's been steady, reliable lately, so might as well keep him there. But things start to get weird right away when you start talking about the defense. We're going with the back three. I have no issue with Pochettino trying a different formation, system, setup. I have no issue with that in a friendly. But if you're going to go with the back three here, we already saw Blackman in the first game. He's not very good, right? And then you have Noah Kai Banks available, which you flew him all the way from Germany to this camp. Why not just start him? If the purpose of this camp is to test players, why would you not start one of your most promising players? Now, is Noah Kai Banks
who Poch said could be the best defender in the world at the end of the season?
Oh, he said that?
Yeah. Do you not hear him when he talked about Banks in the press conference when they called him up? He said, for me, maybe he can be the best center back in Europe, which if you're the best center back in Europe, you're the best center back in the world. Best center back in Europe or the best center back in Germany by the end of the season. So if he's 8 months away from being the best center back in the world, but you don't think you can start him against Japan's B team?
Is Pochettino on some medications or something?
I don't know. I mean, he's in America, so he might be now.
U.S. Soccer's insurance is covering it. He's on some medication, man. Because one, I don't agree with that. I don't think Noah Kai Banks will ever be the best center back in Europe, but I think he can be a very good center back in the Bundesliga, or possibly a very good center back in Europe in general.
Yes.
But then you say these things, Pochettino, and then he starts Blackman. What is he testing at this point?
We don't know.
We don't know. And then let's go to the other issue we have here. Let's go to that midfield right there, that line of four right there, the four-man right there, that beautiful line right there. Arfston as the left wing back. It's been so many games. This guy's still testing Arfston.
That's what he's saying. He has to test players out. He started every game this year, pretty much, right?
He's going to make this guy take the SAT soon. He's just going to test him on everything. Arfston, what's your SAT score? I don't know. Go take
Sending him for vision tests, dental checkups, just testing every aspect of this man. Peter Schmidt says he's testing our patience.
Well, our patience has been long tested right here. Maybe he'll give him a prostate exam too. Might want to test that as well. Just go for everything.
Spicy Jeff is going to get way too excited.
Spicy Jeff puts the gloves on. He's like, who do I have to do the prostate exam on? It's like Pulisic bend over. So Arvston is still being tested, okay? And then on the right wing back, he's testing Alex Freeman. But when you finally play a back three, you would expect him to play the best wing back we have, which is Serginho Dest. That's also when Dest arrives, right? You let him attack. But then he's like, no, not today. I need to test Arvston and Freeman, which he just spent the entire freaking summer with, played multiple games. And then Dest just got here, right? So you might as well get him to play more minutes, get him to play more. Dest is not playing. I don't know. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. Tyler Adams is starting, as it should be. But next to him, we have the almighty Christian Roldan that wasn't even in this roster, was added last minute after Seattle won the Leagues Cup, which apparently he was playing injured too, by the way, but he was there.
Yeah. So if anyone says we can't start Banks because he had a minor injury, Roldan is literally playing injured.
Didn't we leave Pepe, A-Rob, and Tillman at home because they were coming back from injury? So
yep, but Roldan, it's no problem.
And then Roldan starts in a very bizarre midfield where you have Tyler Adams, that is a destroyer, and Roldan, that is a destroyer of his own team, different role to play, but he's also destroyed. He just destroys
the wrong.
Balance
out Adams, right? You need to destroy for your own team.
So yeah, Tyler destroys Japan and Roldan destroys the US. It's just to make things even. And Roldan is starting there. And I get everyone's going to say he's playing well for Seattle this year. It's true. I saw the Club World Cup. I thought Roldan was actually decent in the Club World Cup. I wouldn't say good. If anyone brings that nonsense, I'm sorry. No one was good from the Seattle Sounders.
Didn't they not get a single point in that whole?
They got grouped. Yeah, they lost. They had a tough group, but they got no point. No one was good, but Roldan was serviceable against tough opponents. I can confirm that. I watched the games. But we've seen enough of Christian Roldan at this stage of his career. Everyone's watched him. But Pochettino apparently needs to test him today. Now, the front three, I am okay with because he benched Luna for Zendejas that played better. Christian Pulisic is a starter, obviously. And Balogun benches Josh Sargent that got another opportunity and shat the bed once again. But I don't understand what he's trying to do here. This was a good game to throw Noah Kai Banks there next to Tim Ream and Richards, just to see if you're testing, test him. See how he plays in a game like this. And then instead of Roldan, I mean, maybe give McGlynn a shot. At least it's a guy that actually offers something on the ball. He might not hustle like Roldan. He might not have the vibes that Roldan has, or even the nice beard that Roldan has. But McGlynn offers something about just to test him, right? If you're going to test him. But yeah, this is the lineup. And this U.S. lineup, once again, I'm going to repeat this. We're playing against Japan's subs. Japan benched all of their starters. They're rotating, okay? The difference between the U.S. and Japan, they can afford to do that. Because they actually have a starting 11, right? Their coach has a starting 11. We don't know our starting 11. We're 9 months away from the World Cup. We have 6 games after this one for the roster call-up, and we don't really have a starting 11 right now.
No, we have no idea who's going to start.
Okay. Pete, anything you want to vomit?
I'm just so sick of saying the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? It's like he keeps doing the same shit. So, like, let's just watch the game and see what happens. It's like I actually don't mind us experimenting with a 3-4-2-1. I think that's the only good thing he's doing here, to have a back three, which frankly I think our pool would play better in a back three, anyways. Probably I would play more of a 3-5-2 with Pulisic as the second forward at this point, because we do have strong enough midfielders to handle that. But wingbacks are A-Rob and Dest, right? So that's, I think, who we should be trying out. Or if you really want to try Freeman at wingback, then put Dest on the left. We've seen enough of Arvston, but you can't do that because Arvston, this game is in Columbus. So you don't get to play based on merit or how you play. It's about what MLS team you play for. Oh, we're playing at your stadium. We have to start you, right? We got to get the Columbus fans out to come and pay tickets to watch Arvston play.
Now, one thing that must be said, in the 2022 World Cup, the Japanese coach pulled something off like this. I think they defeated Spain in the first game, and then he rotated against Costa Rica.
And lost.
Japan lost. The point and then they beat Germany after with their starters, and then they tied Croatia and lost on penalties. My point is, Japan has done a remarkable job with youth development. They are ahead of the United States right now. They have incredible players, but they don't have insane amount of depth. So
Yeah.
the lineup we're facing here, yeah, they're no pushovers. This is better than freaking Guatemala, but we're facing Japan's reserves, which means if you want to do anything in the 2026 World Cup, you should be able to beat Japan's reserves at home.
At home. Yes. At home.
We'll see how it goes. President Chip, how you doing? Say, Tack, is there any scenario where Pochettino is in danger and we bring back guys like BJ, or we just stuck with the guy no matter what? So, okay, there's a lot to talk about that specific question. First and foremost, is his job in danger? Yes, there's one scenario I can think of, and I'll let Pete also give his opinion on it. I think it's mainly if he loses the locker room and guys like Pulisic, Adams, guys that are seen as the face of the team, they go to Matt Crocker or JT Batson and just talk about it. I think that's the only way. I don't think he will be fired before the World Cup based on results.
No. He could lose every game between now and the World Cup, and I think he would still not be fired.
Yes, and then to your other question, if he is fired, who takes charge? If he is fired, based on what I heard, which I won't name the person or the people that have said it, the most likely scenario would be Greg Berhalter coming back.
The problem with that is he has a contract in Chicago, not just as the head coach, but as the GM.
Yeah, but if
So
they told me that and they mentioned that, there might be some clause for the national team. We know that is what Greg really wants, right? That was his dream, or at least
yeah,
it
to
seemed
coach
like
us
it.
at the World Cup.
So I think
Like
if
they
for
think
some,
there's only 2 coaches in the world, like many people on Twitter do.
Mhm. Carly Lloyd, our beloved Carly Lloyd. So to your question there, I think he will only get fired, which is somewhat why Jurgen got fired, right? It wasn't really just the results, because Jurgen was coming off a decent Copa America to good semifinals
Mhm.
and struggled early in World Cup qualifying. Then it was more of like losing the locker room. So if he loses the locker room, it could happen that he gets fired. Now, who would be the coach? Cherundolo's out of contract in December, so that's a possibility. Greg Berhalter is the most likely one that would probably want to get back. BJ Callahan, I don't know if BJ would want this hot potato. He's on a good streak, on a comfy job there in Nashville. So we'll
I
see.
just think you can't compare a rec soccer to the national team. I think
Yeah.
it's still a very attractive job for an American coach because also if you have ambitions to go to Europe, it doesn't matter. You could win MLS 5 times in a row. You're not getting European interest if you're an American coach,
Yeah,
right?
I just think that also, just to add one thing about Pochettino, I think firing him doesn't really fix any of the big and real issues with soccer in America, with the federation, its relationship with Major League Soccer. But firing Pochettino could salvage the World Cup.
Yeah.
All the issues will still be there, but maybe a new guy in charge, because this unfortunately is not working. It looked like a good hire on paper, but clearly it's not working. George is saying the Japan players are all in the Eredivisie, Scotland, J League, lower European sides. Save the midfield. 2 of them play in Germany. We cannot lose. Exactly. It's not a pushover team, right? We're not playing Grenada, but it's also a team that the United States at home should be expected to win. Not tie, not lose, win. Okay. Now it's like, oh, we got a 1-1 draw with Japan. That's not, no. A draw is not a good result. Not with this
Um,
Japanese side.
can you just put F Shed's comment up real quick? I want to address this.
Is it recent?
Yeah, very recent. He's
Uh,
F Shed. So, guys, if you are a European coach coaching in MLS and you have pedigree from other games or other whatever, experience, then yeah, like if you're Patrick Vieira, right? But there is no coach who has only coached in MLS that has ever gotten interest from a European side outside of Jesse Marsh. And let me remind you, Jesse Marsh
Red
was
Bull.
already part of a Red Bull system and he went to Leipzig as an assistant. So he won the Supporter Shield with Red Bulls for the first time in, I think, 20 years. And his reward, because he was already in the system, was an assistant at Leipzig. And then he got the Salzburg job. So there's not really a universe in which you do well in MLS and then because most European teams don't consider MLS a real league.
Yeah. So basically, if you just go based on the data and evidence, you can win MLS 5 times. You're probably still not going to get a job in Europe as a coach. Brian is saying I cashed out last game and lost $82. Few days later, I got my money back from the Euro World Cup qualifying. Went from 18 to 109. Not betting on this game. 4-0 Japan. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on this game either because the US has a weird lineup and Japan has their subs. So it's very hard to
This
predict the outcome of this game. Obviously, lately it's hard to trust the United States, but I would expect them to beat Japan's subs. I would hope, but I wouldn't bet on it.
mm,
Moises saying, Tack, what is going on? USSF is a clown show. I mean, look, we talked about what's going on many times. We got called QSMNT, conspiracy theorists, haters, and many other things, including Twitter ISIS.
if we were in the UK, we could have those people arrested for causing us anxiety. Did you see that? The latest thing in the UK?
I
Some guy
might
got
move,
arrested for calling someone a muppet because they said it caused anxiety. They arrested him.
fellas. Look, the people on X there. Well, actually, maybe we would get arrested too in the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably would.
Yeah. Pulisic would go on the documentary and say we're causing anxiety.
Or
Boom,
causing
jail.
anxiety. Well, Pochettino said that the critics are making this team lose. Did you see that? You are actively hurting us. We're hurting them with our words, you guys.
Well,
So
they're
say
literally
only nice words.
they're losing because of the fans. It's funny
Yeah,
because also they can just ignore the words.
like
They
we
can,
do. We probably get as much criticism as some of these national team players, to be honest. And we're
yeah.
not being paid millions and millions of dollars for it. We're not even making a living doing it.
It's like a hobby where people can shit on us. Rocco
Yes.
22, so sick of this dumb coach. Doesn't have a clue. Definitely has a clue because he's making $6 million. It's just he doesn't. Guys, it's hard for me to actually believe Pochettino doesn't know soccer. It's hard for me to believe that he doesn't know exactly what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. We can't assume people are just stupid. It's stupid. Like what he's doing is stupid from our perspective because we want a successful national team, we want to win. But again, Joseph is saying basically hate watching my own team. A lot of people. Julian Vivas, hey, you guys, I won't be able to watch the full games because I have a date in 90 minutes. So, Pete, I won't send any super chats after the game. Julian, enjoy it. Have
Yeah,
fun.
have a good day. You're probably spending, it's a better use of your time, to be honest. Go on a good date, have a good time. Hopefully you meet somebody cool. Yeah, good luck. Tell her I said hi.
Yeah. Chris saying, am I a bad fan for betting on Japan? Might as well win. No, dude. It's called business. It's called business. You can still root for the US, but betting money on Japan, that's called good business. The Wolfster saying Weah Des would have been a good fullback duo. Will Banks play? So Weah apparently has a minor knock, so I don't know. I don't want to confirm or deny that he should start or not. But Dest, yes, he should 100% be starting today. And will Banks play? Pete, do you think he'll play?
Maybe the last 20 minutes. I don't know. It's so hard to know with Poch. Might take off Chris Richards though. Like he'll leave Blackman on, take off Chris Richards because he needs rest or some shit, and then put Blackman on there. I put Banks on.
Yep. SVG, FTW, all of Japan's starters rested, no excuses. Yeah, there will be excuses, but yes, I agree with you. 80s nostalgia guy, Pochettino auditioning for an MLS coaching job. He's not auditioning. He might already have one guaranteed after this one. He might be the new Inter Miami coach at some point. Would you be surprised if that happened?
No, not even a little bit. And then they would make sure he wins the league.
It'll be Messi's last season, and then Pochettino
Yeah,
will take charge. Even though didn't Messi not like him at PSG?
possible.
Yeah,
But Pochettino will say winning the MLS is his greatest achievement if he wins MLS Cup, greater than the World Cup, because MLS is more competitive than the World Cup.
yeah. So,
Because you see, only 7 teams have actually won the World Cup, whereas more than 7 teams have won MLS Cup. So it's a better league, more competitive also.
but but the World Cup only has 7 teams that won it because it has parity because of the salary cap that it has.
Hmm,
That's why you didn't
MLS.
get it. The World Cup, the salary cap in the
World
World
Cup
Cup.
has a salary cap.
That's why it has parity.
Mm.
It's not because it's a knockout round competition.
Not at all.
So everyone, make sure to drop a like in this stream if you haven't already. There's only like 150 likes or so. Try to get it to 300. Takes a second. It's free. It's a great way to help the channel and push it to other people. I'm gonna read 2 more super chats. They're playing the national anthem. Then I'm gonna put a quick word from the sponsor of this video, and the game will start. I'm still trying to buy the Switch too, so I got to play the sponsor ad. Len is saying, trying to find the motivation to buy a TV antenna. I think there are antennas for like $15, if I'm not mistaken. There's some very cheap ones at Walmart. Steven Spada is saying, I can't even find the game. The game is on Peacock or TNT. You can watch there. Doug Douglas saying, what's the drinking game for this game? I cannot do that. I'll probably get in trouble if I make a, I don't know, something happens to someone, I get a lawsuit against me. Like I'll told people to, I'm not going to risk that. So before we continue, a quick word from our sponsor here, So Rare. The link to play is in the description of this video. We'll be back in 60 seconds while they're playing the Star Spangled Banner. If you like fantasy sports, I got the perfect one for you. Tactical Manager TV is partnering up once again with SoRare with a special offer. Just use the link in the description of this video. In SoRare, you can collect your own virtual cards of your favorite players. But why would you want to collect virtual cards? Because you can line them up on 5-a-side games every single week, and if the players perform in real life, you can win real money, unique experiences, signed jerseys, game tickets, or even more cards to improve your club. And SoRare doesn't only have soccer, they also have the NBA, and they have also Major League Baseball. Unlike other fantasy games where it's pay per play, in SoRare you pay to get the players you want permanently as cards, and then you can play multiple times using those cards until the player retires. And if you are new to SoRare, you can sign up with the link in the description of this video with a special offer. You will get a 50% bonus in your first few purchases up to $300 spent, which means if you use the link in the description and you never bought cards before, you will get 50% as credit up to $300 spent. So if you spend $300, you get $150 in credit. Essentially a $150 welcome bonus. Thank you very much, SoRare, for partnering up with Tactical Manager TV and sponsoring the channel. Okay, we're back and the players are on the field. The game's going to start at any moment. It probably should have started already. It's 7:35. It should have been 7:30, but we start
You
like...
have to watch the Allstate ads. It's a sponsor of U.S. Soccer, so they do that at 4:30. They play the Allstate ads.
There you go. And then Guacamole United. That's a cool name. Guacamole. Imagine having a team here in the U.S.
If we had
Guacamole.
Pro Rel, we probably would.
Yeah, I would love to be a supporter of Guacamole United. If paying coaches to play kids in U.S. youth soccer culture, why wouldn't there be bonuses for MLS player minutes in the U.S. men's national team games? No comment on that. I'll plead the fifth there. So we get your point, and I'll plead the fifth there. People can make their own judgment, but I mean, the writing's on the wall. What's the rage? Had wisdom tooth pulled out on Saturday. Was it worse?
As someone who recently had a wisdom tooth pulled as well, I'm not sure if it was any worse than watching this team under Poch, to be honest.
It's not that bad, is it?
It's pretty bad, but it's still not as bad as Poch's soccer. Poch ball.
Right. All right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Japan's got one heck of a bench today. Endo, Minamino, Kamada, Mitoma, Ueda, Kubo. It's one heck of a bench. We're
like winning 1-0 in the 70th minute, and they bring everyone on, and then we lose like 5-1.
It's a really strong bench, I'll tell you that. If we don't get a goal or two on this team that we're facing, when they put the starters that they might put at some point, we're in trouble. Steven Spot is saying, never mind, I found the game, but I was about to stop looking. The bar to preventing me from watching this match is so low. Yeah, you guys can go to sleep, can try to watch it. We're going to try to enjoy this. We're playing Japan's reserves, so I'm hoping we finally get a win. It's been a while since we beat a decent team, and I know it's not Japan's best, but maybe we can beat Japan today, maybe. Christian now is saying, water, weed, dune, hair, bappa. What? What is that? Can anyone translate that for me? What the heck?
WDHB?
It
seems like one of those, like, Army codes, like Alpha, Foxtrot, Illinois, whatever the fuck they say.
Chris, worst part of international break is Spain beat Turkey 6-0. Show us how far behind we are after we played a couple months ago with Turkey. And that Spain game, by the way, was in Turkey. They played in Turkey. So we played Turkey at home. Yeah, that's a bad look. And by the way, the game just started here for me. Where are you, Pete? And
It's about to
mods.
start right now. Just started. Just started.
Okay, so I guess I'm a bit ahead. And mods, stop blocking Spicy Jeff. Okay, stop blocking Spicy Jeff. Poor guy. Let me see
He's
here,
now got a
moderate.
van for the Barston prostate exes.
Yeah, I'm looking here to see. Can everyone? You guys need to stop blocking Spicy Jeff. Okay, just stop doing it. And the game just started. Jeff, I spoke on your behalf. Just behave. Okay. All right. Why has FootMob not updated it? Oh, they have 1 minute 30. Okay. So just so you guys can synchronize with me, I'm at 50 seconds, 51, 52, 53. All right. Let's start the game here. Mods are like the age away. Okay. So Japan's also playing with a back three, Pete. Okay. Tyler Adams sends Alex Freeman, almost like a wide receiver right there. Let's see what he can do in isolation here. Just whip in a low cross. He's very awkward on the ball, Alex Freeman.
Yeah, him and Freeman are both very awkward because they don't have any technique.
Wait, who in Freeman?
Sorry, him and Blackman.
Blackman, yeah. Yeah, Arfston
mean-
actually has some technique. He has some swagger on the ball. Just kind of sucks, but he's not that awkward on it. Can do a nice
Yeah,
step over.
Mm.
Blackman all the way to Roldan is number 24. Let's see Roldan. Roldan. So interesting. Look at this, Pete. One thing. Tim Ream would technically be the one I would choose to play as the sweeper because he's the more experienced one. But the one sitting deeper in central is Chris Richards.
I actually am okay with that, dude. You need
No, I'm
Chris
okay
Richards
too.
central.
I'm just saying it's interesting that that was his choice. Usually you put your best center back central, so it kind of makes sense in that sense. Let's see how this goes here. Jeff Carey, okay, there's his first super chat. That might have been why he was getting blocked. He said Japanese men and women are hot. Okay. So Jeff likes Japanese men and women. Among USMNT, let's go USA. People, join the Discord if you haven't. Yeah, the Discord is in the description of this video. Long ball from Japan goes through Arfston, and that's going to be a corner for Japan. Hey, the game sold out. The game.
Yeah, it's Columbus Crew, right? It's an MLS stadium.
Mm-hmm. So Arfston kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick here for Japan. Guys, stop lying in the chat. Japan did not score. 3 minutes into the game, corner kick for Japan. Ito will take the corner right now. Ito will take the corner for Japan. Cross goes in, and it's cleared by Tim Ream. Also, there's World Cup qualifying going on with South America. They put not Palmeiras, Brazil. They put Brazil to play in the altitude today. I think it's 4,000 meters, which is pretty insane. It's like taller than La Paz. Japan here in possession.
All right, Tack. I'll be in and out.
Okay, Pete. See you soon.
See ya.
Japan controlling possession here against the U.S. Good switch, and he's off. He's off. U.S. ball. U.S. ball. 4 minutes here into the game. 4 minutes into the game. Yeah, I'm going to be following here the Brazil game. You guys in the chat, you can also let me know if there's any updates on the South America World Cup qualifying. I'll be following along. Essentially, Venezuela and Bolivia are fighting for a spot, and Venezuela has the lead right now against Colombia. Ream switches the play all the way to Blackman. Blackman to Alex Freeman, and he gets fouled by the Japanese player on the defensive end of the field. Yeah, that's a foul. Oh, stepped on his ankle. That might have hurt a little bit. Peru got eliminated. Yeah, Peru did not have a good cycle. Jeff Carey, thank you. Supporting my best friend, TAC BFF. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jeff. See, the mods are letting you do your thing. Christian Pulisic switches the play to Freeman. Freeman drives inside, doesn't know what to do with the ball. And what a fucking pass. What was that? What was that pass from Freeman? Dude, I keep telling everyone, Orlando City fans are crazy. I watched him play for Orlando City many times, and I kept telling everyone, I don't know what they see on this guy. What in the love of God was that pass? Zendejas, out of respect, just like politely said, thank you, man. Thanks for trying. Okay, Japan now with the ball. Oh boy, good ball. Here comes Japan down the right. Cross goes in. Tyler Adams, good recovery. And then Barston finds Christian Roldan to Freeman. Freeman, oh, very weird pass to Roldan. And Zendaya is able to draw the foul for the United States. Someone said La Liga is scouting Freeman. Well, Tom Boger reported on that. Tom Boger is reliable with MLS News, but it could also be an agent or the league just feeding him stuff. Balogun and Japan will get the ball. You know what's the difference so far in this game between the US and Japan? It's not that, like, our best players on the field, like Balogun, Pulisic, Tyler, they're better than every Japanese player on the field right now because Japan doesn't have their best players. But the difference is our weak links are worse than theirs. Our worst players are way worse than theirs. Okay, good press from the US. Balogun to Pulisic. Pulisic, terrible shot. Terrible shot from Pulisic. Our worst players are worse, and a chain's only as strong as its weak link. And we're seeing that right now. Why would Tim Ream was all the way in the final third pressing? Okay, Japan again trying to play out of the back. They go with the short goal kick. And Tim Ream again pressing pretty high up the field there. At least we're being aggressive. I guess that's some improvement from the US. Eric Saul is saying, let's just hire Dorival or Chichi. I think Chichi would be fine with the US. It would be very pragmatic, but I think Chichi would be fine. He would build a very strong defense. That's what Chichi is known for. He builds a very strong defense. But at the same time, we're not going to create much. I think with Chichi, he probably would set up this team to play in transition. I think he would set us up to play in transition. So if I had to choose between Dorival and Chichi, I know, Eric, I don't know if you're joking, right? You could be joking, but I would say Chichi would not be a bad hire for the US. Dorival would be a bad hire. Dorival would be a bad hire, Eric. But if you were not joking, Chichi would not be a bad one. Chichi would not be a bad one. Eric, I didn't skip you. I didn't skip you. You said I skipped you. I was getting there. It's just that something happened in the game. Oh shit. What a save from Matt Freese. What a save. Offside call, but oh my goodness. I need to see that replay. That looked like a brilliant save. Roldan didn't put pressure on the ball. Cross went in. No one deflected. Matt Freese with a very good save. Those are not easy. Those are not easy. Adam Wilton is saying Chile went back-to-back Copa champs to the worst CONMEBOL real quick. Well, yeah, Chile had their golden generation, and they went from their golden generation to one of their worst generations because Chile has had competitive generations in the past. Many might even remember, like when they had maybe Ivan Zamorano, for example, right? Tyler Adams is down. I don't know if he's faking it or if it's something serious. Is he getting up? No, he's getting up, so he should be fine. Yeah, the trainer didn't even come out. Tyler should be fine. But Chile has had good teams in the past, and then they had their golden generation that won 2 Copa Americas, almost knocked out Brazil in the 2014 World Cup. But then Chile, right after the golden generation, when they, when Vidal, Alexis Sanchez, I don't know if you guys remember, Jorge Valdivia was one heck of a player, Medel, they didn't really get any more new players. Like they literally became shit. Chile became terrible. And that's what they are now. And Chile even has like dual nationals. I was watching Brazil and Chile. I think Chile had a player that was English that plays like in the EFL Championship. It was like Chilean and English. Joe saying at this point, I'll take Emma Hayes over Pochettino. Emma Hayes could be a good option. She might be the best women's coach in the world for sure. Could be an option, but I don't think she would coach 2 national teams at the same time. So she would not do it. I mean, I'll take Emma Hayes over Greg Berhalter. And the mod here, Macronico saying it's a watch along, guys. I cannot show the game. It'll get me banned from YouTube. I can just mumble for 2 to 3 hours, and you got to watch the game yourself. Arvston tries to play out of the back, pressed by Japan, and that'll be a throw-in for the United States. 11 minutes into the game, still 0-0. I'd say the first 11 minutes, it's been pretty balanced. Maybe a slight advantage for Japan, but nothing really big. It's been a fairly balanced game, which is kind of sad because Japan is playing their subs. Tyler Adams with the ball. Switches it to Blackman. Blackman goes wide. Alex Freeman. Freeman back to Blackman. Blackman to Zendeja. Zendeja still has it, but he's dispossessed. That'll be a free kick now for Japan. Yeah, you guys can also use our FootMob free trial link. It's in the description. Literally just use the link, sign up for FootMob, watch the game, and remember to cancel after. That's literally it. If you don't have where to watch it, just use the FootMob link. Just don't forget to cancel it because FootMob is pricey. Or keep it. I mean, some people can afford it, right? If you have a lot of money, then just pay for FootMob and you'll have every single game you want. What's my time? I'm at 12:13, 12:14, 12:15, 12:16, 12:17, 12:18, 12:19, 12:20. So now you guys can synchronize it with my time. Sorry, not FootMob. FuboTV. FuboTV. Sorry. Dustin, I put it on screen. Dustin wrote it right. FuboTV. I said FootMob. I meant FuboTV. FootMob is what I use there for the score. FootMob. FuboTV is where you can watch it. The link is in the description. Sorry, guys. It's because I use FootMob a lot, so I got it confused. FuboTV is the link in the description that you can use the free trial, and then, there you go. Okay, throw in for the U.S. here. Minute 13. Alex Freeman, back to Blackman. Blackman to Freeman. U.S. finds a way out. Tyler Adams, Zendeja's good build out. Good build out. Pulisic fight. Oh, Zendeja's dispossessed. And Japan will recover possession. Balogun will press. And Japan blasts it forward once again. And then Blackman wins the header to Roldan. Bad touch by Roldan, and Japan recovers it. My goodness. Ken the King is saying, I hate how Andres Cantor mentions that Dest played for Barcelona. Like, I need a reminder how he has fallen, even if PSV is a good place. Well, you got to understand, a lot of these guys on TV, they have a lot of notes, right? Andres Cantor, he follows the U.S. national team, but he doesn't follow it closely every single week. So they have notes and they have things they have to say. That's probably on his notes, right? That Dest played for Barcelona. Dest also played for Milan. I'm a bit of a U.S. soccer nerd, so the problem with that is that I just know everything from the top of my head. I know everything from the top of my head. That's why I can do these streams. Here comes the United States. Imagine if you went and you asked these guys on TV whatever questions you can ask. Do you think they can answer any question about the U.S. national team? They can't. The current generation, of course. Long ball, Japan, and that's going to be a goal kick for the United States. 14 minutes and 25 seconds. Goal kick for the U.S. Just a reminder to anyone that just tuned in, okay? Anyone that just tuned in, Japan is playing their reserves. Mitoma, Kubo, Minamino, Kamada, they're all on the bench. They're all on the bench. U.S. playing out of the back. Matt Freese to Tim Ream. Ream goes long to Balogun. Oh, terrible touch from Balogun. And Japan has the ball now. Here comes Japan down the right. Oh, good ball. And it's through. Oh, Arfston just pushed away. What is Arfston doing? He needs to hit the weight room here. Did you see how the Japanese player just bodied Arfston? Bronny Van Excel saying best possible form. The U.S. men's national team is a 3-4-1-2 with Gio at the central attacking midfielder role. I'm going to make a video probably next week about what is the best U.S. men's national team, in my opinion, right now. I'm going to make a video on that next week. So we'll get to it. Japan with the ball. Ball delivered to absolutely no one, and that's going to be a goal kick for the United States. We haven't really created anything, the United States specifically, outside of that shot from Pulisic from outside the box, which really wasn't a good shot. Green, great. Bassin saying, Tack, why do MLS and Sounders fans gaslight us? I don't think they gaslight. I think they really believe what they're saying. I think they truly believe that Roldan can contribute to the national team. The thing with there's actually two types of MLS fans. There are the MLS fans that follow soccer in general. So they're watching MLS, they're watching European leagues, South American leagues. And then there's the MLS fans that only watch MLS. And those are usually the ones that are confused. And when they have their opinions, it's very confusing to us as well because it mostly doesn't make sense. They only watch MLS. And I talked about this before. The problem is not really MLS players. There are plenty of MLS players that would start for the U.S. national team. The problem is the best MLS players are not American. That's the problem. And here comes Japan. Again, Japan has been better, dude. Like, I'm just saying, Japan has been better here. The beginning was more 50-50, but 17 minutes into the game, Japan has been slightly better. John is saying, if we get a result, can't wait for the media to switch up about some of these guys. Well, I don't really care what the media has to say. I think depending on what happens in this game, so far it hasn't really looked good. If we get the result, the overall context of what happened, who performed well, who got it done, all of that matters. And I mean, look, for the players that we have, Balogun recovers the ball for the U.S., tries to find Pulisic to Balogun. Balogun, you got to score those, man. Balogun, you have to score those. That's a good combination play with Pulisic, but you got to score those. So Balogun and Pulisic did everything right until Balogun. Actually, now that I'm watching the replay, his first finish was fine, just got blocked by the defender. The second one, he should have scored. He should have scored a second one. Can't waste those opportunities. That was the best chance of the game, US or Japan. That was quite literally the best opportunity of the game. Roldan is a ghost. Well, at least he hasn't done anything bad so far. He's just been kind of useless, which is better than in the past. Tim Ream, Arfston, Pulisic very deep, helping on the build-out. Tim Ream and Balogun. Good layoff to Arfston. Okay. We found a way to build out of the back. Tyler Adams progressing the ball forward for the U.S. and opens up to Freeman. Freeman back to Tyler. 19 minutes and 6 seconds right now. Blackman, Roldan to Tyler. Why is Arfston playing? Oh, okay, so Arfston and Zendeja has switched there for a second. So Arfston is like playing almost like a 10. Oh boy, what is happening? And then Zendejas is wide here on the left. I guess it was just a switch up because they were building out of the back, but they should probably fix that. Yeah, my concern here in the second half is Japan will probably bring some of the big guns, the starters, and they're going to come in fresh against our team that is struggling against their reserves. So it's not going to be a good look. And here comes Japan down the right. Drives inside, out wide. Here comes Japan. Cross goes in, bad cross, but Blackman just falls on his own. He pulls Diagiman special. Japan still has the ball, 20 minutes. Ball goes wide to the left. Cross goes in to no one. Header. Matt Freese with another safe save. Good save. Good save. Matt Freese has been pretty good so far in this game. Even with his feet. Even with his feet. We have to be fair. Matt Freese has been quite good today. I hope I don't jinx him, but he's been good. I know the save wasn't tough, but he didn't let go of the ball. They're saying Siphon is saying 3-4-1-2, Pepe and Balogun up top. Yeah, you can put Pepe, Balogun up top. You can also put Balogun or Pepe with Pulisic up top. You can play Pulisic as a second striker. Zendeja's shot blocked. Balogun, another bad touch from Balogun. Balogun is dropping a stinker so far. Zendejas. Back to Alex Freeman. Tyler Adams inside. Finds Roldan. Roldan dispossessed, of course. Roldan loses the ball. Oh, my goodness. One update here. Ecuador scored against Argentina. So Ecuador has the lead. Ecuador has been the second best team in World Cup qualifying in South America. And Argentina also has a red. So with this win, Ecuador will lock in. I believe they'll finish in second place probably. Unless Brazil wins, I think. But as of now, Ecuador's in second place. They're the best defense in South America. And everyone, the U.S. will play Ecuador next month. We play Ecuador next month. Kevin Campbell saying Arston plays like old people. Shaky, slow, hard to watch. Yeah, but he can do a nasty step over. Arston knows how to do step overs. That's about it. But everyone, make sure to drop a like in the stream if you haven't already. Make sure to drop a like if you haven't already. We have 1,600 people here, surprisingly. So make sure to drop a like. And that's it, because I want to hit 1,000 likes. Right now, we're at 360 likes. We can easily hit 1,000 if y'all just do it. Made you Wook saying Balogun definitely not having a stinker. Look, maybe a stinker is harsh, but he had an opportunity to score. The first one was fine. The second one was not good. His first touches have been off with Balogun for the most part. Balogun so far is not playing well. Now, we know how good he is, and he can quickly shift that, but yeah. Take my top off? No. You guys don't even hit the like button. Why would I do that for y'all? We have 1,600 people here, and we can't even hit 1,000 likes. And you guys want me to take my top off? No. It's going to take a lot more for me to take my top off. So he's not playing that bad. Not playing bad, but I mean, are we not going to hold Balogun to a higher standard? Show little nip. No, not showing the nip. Yes, I have self-respect. Beg for those likes. I am begging for those likes. I've been begging for those likes since the stream started. You see, hit the like button. You're being ungrateful right now. I even have a link in the description with a promo code that you can use for Umbro and get 20% off anything. See what I did there? I just promoted our Umbro ambassador link with 20% off in the description. In a very sneaky way. No one noticed. No one even noticed. Back to the game. United States the ball. Japan recovers it. 24 minutes and 10 seconds. Japan with the ball here down the right. Pulisic very deep here defending. Japan with the ball once again. 24 minutes and 30 seconds. 0-0. Yeah, I agree with you, Mac. I'm not saying to sub out Balogun. I would honestly give Balogun the full 90 minutes. Let him play the whole game. Even if he's struggling and everything, I would just give him the full 90. I don't have to see anything else from Sargent. He's gotten enough chances. And Damian Downs is not going to be Balogun's level. Japan with the ball. The problem for the U.S. is Japan will probably put some of their starters in the second half. Oh, bad touch there from the Japanese center forward, but the U.S. cannot recover, and Japan will hold the ball once again, 25 minutes here into the game. Japan, ball goes through, heavy touch. Japan still has the ball somehow. The ball's like ping-ponging all over the place. Japan with the ball down the left, back to number 13, whoever that is. Japan and the U.S. are playing masturbation ball right now. A lot of possession, no penetration from both sides. They just can't penetrate. They're doing the Spain classic. Shot from distance from Japan, and it goes over the crossbar. That's going to be a goal kick for the United States. Goal kick for the United States. Still 0-0, 25 minutes, 50 seconds into the game. Very balanced game with, once again, I'm going to repeat this, I think a slight advantage to Japan. And they're asking me, did you watch European qualifiers? Not really. I know about the results, and I watched a few games here and there. I watched a little bit of Germany with Northern Ireland, Italy and Israel. That was a good game, and Italy got a late win. But I mainly just follow South America and CONCACAF. So CONMEBOL and CONCACAF. I did watch the CONMEBOL ones, and I have some of the games on here. Ball goes wide. Here comes Japan. Cross goes in. Deflected. Matt Freese once again. Bronny saying, is Santos Jr. washed, or can Brazil make 4 World Cup? What do you mean Santos Jr.? Do you mean Neymar Jr.? I don't get your question, Bronny. You're saying, is Santos Jr.? I think you mean Neymar Jr. is washed. If you're talking about Neymar, and Pulisic tries to go long, but that's going to go straight to the Japanese goalkeeper. I made a video about this at Chapéu Football. You know, the channel we have that covers the Brazilian national team. I think Neymar is looking a lot like Ronaldinho towards the end of his career, where the talent is still there. He can win you games, but I think ultimately Ancelotti will not bring him to the 2026 World Cup, just like Dunga didn't bring Ronaldinho to the 2010 World Cup. So I don't think Neymar will make it to the World Cup, unfortunately. UB saying, Daddy Tack, who's your USMNT crush? I don't have really a USMNT crush. I don't play for that team, so I don't have a USMNT crush. But you guys can let me know there in the chat. Who's your US men's national team crush? Just let me know. I know Jeff Carey definitely has a crush on some US men's national team player, but you guys can let me know in the chat. Frank Kessler saying, just got here. Sorry if this is what you said, but Japan is blatantly disrespecting us by replacing their entire 11. Pulisic's a laughing Pochettino's a laughing stock. Yeah, I don't know if they're disrespecting us or they just want to rotate and test their guys, but yeah, they're playing their subs and they have been better than the US. So even though they're disrespecting us, Japan has been better. They have been better. So what can I say? Cross goes in from Japan. Matt Freese punches it away. Jeff Carey saying, Tack, I'm feeling great today. Had my monthly shower at the YMCA. Okay. What? Monthly shower at the YMCA. Why do you have a monthly shower at the YMCA? Okay. Joe is saying 352 mids. But before I go, guys, I see some people putting their USMNT crush as like Carly Lloyd, Alex Morgan. Those are US women's national team players. You can't say Alex Morgan or Carly Lloyd are your crushes when you're talking about the US men's national team. People are saying Pepe, Luna, Tim Weah. No one has a crush on Pulisic, apparently. No one. No one has a crush on Pulisic. Okay, Japan once again. Bad touch by number 14. And Balogun will get it down the left. Balogun for the U.S. See what Balogun can do. Cuts inside, tries to find an option. Okay. Roldan Rodon back to, who was that? Richards. Tim Ream. Wide to Arfston. Step over. There you go. He can do a step over. I told you guys. Cross from Arfston. Pulisic. Go. Go. 1-0 for the United States. Or Zendejas? No, Zendejas. Was it Pulisic or Zendejas with a golazo? There you go. (1-0) for the U.S. men's national team. That was a beautiful goal. Cross from Arfston. Ooh. 1-0 for the United States versus Japan's reserves. What a finish. I thought that was Pulisic for a second because I couldn't really believe Zendejas would hit that. Zendejas definitely earned some points this camp. I'd say Zendejas definitely earned some points because he played well the first game and now he scored this beautiful goal. 1-0 for the U.S. You're saying maybe Arfston should start? No, guys. No. And Joe's saying 3-5-2 mids. Jedi Adams, Malik Tillman, Cardoso, and Dest. Weah, McKennie, Reyna, Musa, Scally. Forwards, Pulisic, Balogun. And then Pepe, Sargent are number 2. And then Wright would be number 3. So what Joe would put a 3-5-2 formation with those options. Jaron St. Tack just finished basketball practice. Can you summarize what has happened and how Freeman and Arfston are the wingbacks? Also, Blackman been better. Blackman hasn't really been tested today so much. He hasn't really done anything good or anything bad. Barfston got the assist for the goal. It was actually a nice assist. He got a nice step over, beat his man, and hit a nice cross. And Zendejas hit a beautiful volley kick. But in regards to the game, the U.S. has a 1-0 lead. It was balanced with Japan outplaying the U.S. slightly. Japan was a little bit better than the U.S. so far in the game. But a nice moment from Arfston down the left, does the step over, gets the cross, and then Zendejas just hit a beautiful strike. And let's see here. Rocco Saints, Japan's backup. This is a crap performance again. It's a mediocre to crap performance. Yes, it is Japan's backup, and they're probably going to get their starters in the second half. We'll see how that plays out. Rodney saying, could Arfston play for Brazil? No, I don't think he should even be playing for the U.S. Pulisic to Freeman and dispossessed. And Pulisic tries to take the throw. No, it's Zendejas. I keep getting Zendejas and Pulisic confused from a distance here. Zendejas is the captain Club America. Yeah, Zendejas that plays for Club America in Mexico. He's been having a good season in Liga MX. They're saying, Zara is saying, sorry, but that was a completely blind cross from Arfston. Zero chance he picked up Zendejas. No, he definitely didn't aim to find Zendejas to hit a volley kick. He whipped in a cross to see if he could find someone's head, but he didn't find anyone's head. But Zendejas, he found Zendejas' foot, or Zendejas found the ball. Balogun with the cross, goes through everyone, Pulisic to Freeman. Freeman has been probably a major disappointment so far. Pulisic, trapped with 3 to Alex Freeman. Rodon back to Rodon. What was that? Rodon has probably been the worst performer in the first half. Like we talk about Blackman. Blackman has been fine today. Hasn't really been tested, but Rodon has been kind of crap. Blackman settles and card red. Red card or yellow? Yellow card for the Japanese player. Try to break Blackman's leg. That's what it looked like right there. They're saying crazy that billionaire who left Neymar his fortune. Yeah, I saw something about that, but I didn't really read into it. Just something really weird to leave his fortune to Neymar. FN, an angry American, saying, aren't we all looking for head? Yeah, most of us. But I think that Arfston was looking for someone to hit a header. I don't think you and Arfston are talking about the same thing. But he didn't find head. Oh, Matt Freeze again. Matt Freeze has been fantastic, and Roldan has been atrocious or abysmal, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Finds Pulisic. Pulisic drives inside, no pressure on him, goes out wide to Arston. Arston cuts inside, shoots right at the goalkeeper. Japan with the ball now. 36 minutes. 36 minutes. Arston hit a nice shot. Not a nice shot, but a good shot on target right there. It was a weak shot, but you got to hit those on target, and he did. Kevin Campbell is saying Roldan definitely has nasty pics of Pochettino. He has some blackmail right there. I wouldn't be surprised. Can't confirm or deny that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Richard, thank you for the super chat. You didn't write anything, but thank you very much. Reem, back to Richards. Then Dejas. Tyler Adams recovers the ball for the U.S. Richards to Tim Ream. To Roldan. Passes to Pulisic. Oh! Pulisic got hit a bit hard there. That didn't look good. That did not look good. Is he up already? Yeah, he's up. Looked like a little bit of a hard hit, but Pulisic's already back up. Richard, if you want to, just put a regular chat and I'll read it because you sent the super chat already, Richard. Just put a regular chat. I'll try to find yours and read it. Edgar is saying, we're so back, chat. Rawr, troll. Yeah, we're not back, dude. This is Japan's reserves. I mean, get the job done, win the game. We need that to happen, right? But again, we're definitely not back. And Matt is saying Noah Kai Banks should replace Blackman and Roldan off. Yeah, I mean, I hope Noah Kai Banks gets a few minutes. Adam, thank you for the super chat saying Barston. That's it. Barston. Christian Pulisic recovers the ball for the United States. Down the left. This could be dangerous. Pulisic dispossessed. No, he got it back. He got it back. He got it back. Got it back. And it was deflected. That'll be a corner. But hey, look. Good moment there from Christian Pulisic. Recovered the ball. Beat his man. Good moment from Christian Pulisic. I would hope it would be a goal, but he figured it out. Found a way to get a shot. There were too many Japanese players, and he got blocked. And Richard said, Jedi, Arfston, Scally, and Dest as our right and left wingbacks for the World Cup. I'll be okay. Jedi, Scally, and Dest should be locks. I think Scally might have some trouble because it looks like Pochettino doesn't like him. Oh, bad ball there from Arfston to Pulisic. Puts Pulisic in a shit situation. Pulisic stuck in the corner, and Japan recovers the ball. The thing is, Richard, I am not sold on Arfston. I know he got the assist, but again, you're gonna say the step over was nice. The cross was not good. Zendejas had to figure it out and finish it as a volley kick. The cross was not good. And overall, Arfston is a very mediocre player. So I would not say that. But if you're asking Pochettino, if it's Pochettino, it's probably Jedi, Arfston, Freeman, and Dest. If it's Pochettino. Jaron, thank you very much for the super chat again, saying of the midfield options are for the U.S. men's national team, which group of two and which group of three would give us the best work rate while still being functional midfield? Musa, McKennie, Adams, work rate made up for a lot of the ills. Yeah, that midfield definitely has a lot of work rate when you have Musa, McKennie, the MMA midfield. You just lose a lot of creativity. Now, if you're going to play in transition, right, if you're going to be a team that defends, you need players that have the work rate and that can counterattack. Musa's a good player to counterattack, even though he can't do shit in the final third. That one can work if we go play a very pragmatic soccer. Now, in terms of like another midfield option that would give us that work rate, I'm trying to think here of options that we have, because Musa, McKennie, Adams, we would also have Tenor Tessman's an option, Johnny's an option. Those two are not really known for their work rate. And then after that, there's a bit of a drop off between other players. So if you want pure work rate, those are your guys. As a matter of fact, you can also go a 4-2-3-1 and you put Brendan Aronson as the 10 if you want just work rate. But if it's a two-man midfield for work rate, you probably go a double pivot of Tyler Adams and Musa. And if it's a three-man midfield with just work rate as what you want, then you just play Tyler Musa and you put Brendan Aronson at the 10. If work rate is what you want. And I know McKennie gives you good work rate, but not as much as Brendan. Freeman to Zendejas, and he is dispossessed. Freeman is dispossessed. Not Freeman, sorry, Zendejas. Tyler Adams. Back to Chris Richards. Timothy is saying now, impossible to find the friendlies in Canada. Great listen along. What's up, Jeff? Hey, Timothy. What's up? Our fellow friend Canadian. By the way, Canada had a good win, though. They won both games. I saw that they defeated Wales. Wales, the country Wales. Not like a literal whale, like the Wales, the country. I don't know what. Did you guys play? Was it Romania, the other team you played? It was Wales and Romania, I think, but you guys defeated Wales. Christian Pulisic down the left. Tries to beat his man. Pulisic still has it, blocked. Yeah, not the greatest performance from Pulisic. Rolled on to Pulisic. Pulisic again, 1v1. Back, rolled on to Blackman. All the way back to Chris Richards. Columbus is FM Angry American saying Columbus is the closest we have to a permanent home stadium. The U.S. needs to protect our house. This is the only motivation our players need. To be fair to Columbus, props to the people of Columbus, Ohio. I think we always sell out when we play there. Like, this game is sold out, and props to them for showing up. This is also a Tuesday night. Zendejas inside to Balogun. Back to Roldan. To Tim Ream. I wonder if Japan's going to make subs at halftime, get their starters. All right, U.S. with the ball and Japan just sitting deep here, 43 minutes. Max Arfsten said, everyone keeps doubting. I wonder why they keep doubting. I wonder why. Okay, American Auto Transport, you're in Denver, Colorado. You travel a lot, right? Usually you listen to the show when you're driving your truck. That's what you told us once. American Auto Transport, LLC. Freeman is just fast. He sucks. Yeah, he's not even that fast, but yeah. Thought Freeman was supposed to be good. He's not. Guys, why do most people choose not to listen to me? I watch Orlando City. Do not listen to Orlando City fans. That's the same fan base that sold us Chris Mueller, Daryl DK, Duncan McGuire. Do not listen to them. Alex Freeman is not very good. I've been saying this. And I mean, you guys should have seen that in the Gold Cup. And here comes Japan. Shot blocked by Chris Richards. Good block. The last thing we needed was Japan scoring a goal in the last minute of the first half. Good block by Richards. Japan has the ball. EDC Orlando. I'm not going. It's the Electric Daisy Carnival in Orlando. I'm not going. It's also close to my birthday. So no. You know what I like to do my birthday? Can anyone guess what I do during my birthdays? I do nothing. I just stay home. I go to the gym. Then I come back. I watch some anime, watch some soccer. I don't want to leave the house during my birthday. Shot Matt Freeze once again. Watch some anime or maybe watch some soccer. I love soccer and I'm a nerd. It's both of those. Go a little bit to the gym, maybe go play some soccer. I don't want to go to a EDC. I don't to the EDC, sorry. Drew, Tack, doing Lord's work during these trying times. I'm trying my best. I think we all are. We all are. We're going through. Cross goes in from Japan, header, and that's going to be a goal kick for Matt Freeze, and that should do. That should end the first half. Picanha too. I'll definitely get the grill out and get the picanha, the Brazilian sausage. Have you guys tried Brazilian sausage? It's very good. The Brazilian sausage is very good. One of the best. The picanha is also delicious. Now, if you want very good steak from Brazil or very good cut, the fraldinha. Fraldinha is really good if you want something. And let's see here. Jeff Carey saying, Tack, I love the way you hate. You hate the way I love. Romantic. Monastery in Tibet saying, Tack is shitting on everything like, oh, I'm not shitting on everything. I've praised a few here and there. I'm definitely not shitting on everything. There's a lot of things that I can praise. A lot of things that I can praise. Definitely picanha being one of them. And I'll give you guys some evidence here. Pete, remember the picanha that I made for us here in Orlando or in Tampa? Good, right?
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, you guys should try it, but you got to make it properly. Like you got to load it up with salt. I'm joking. Pete, first half is over. 1-0 lead. Matt Freeze has been actually quite good. I actually thought Japan was a bit better than us, despite the lead.
Yeah, they've played better. They've had some very sloppy giveaways in their defensive third, which we need to be taking advantage of because once Moriyasu brings the starters on, it could get ugly. Very nice finish by Zendejas. That's an excellent, excellent finish. Arfsen, good cross. Credit to him there. That was good.
Do you think that was a good cross? I don't think it was a good cross.
It was a good speculative cross into the box, right?
I thought it was a good 1v1. 1v1 was good, but the cross wasn't good. Like Zendejas kind of shot from a distance even.
My issue with Arfsen is that he keeps getting beat defensively. Like, do you know how many crosses Japan has put in after he got beat and they just haven't taken advantage of them? It's a worry. But we're 1-0 up against Japan's B team. I guess I'll take it. If only the rest of the World Cup teams would trot out their B team for us, that would be nice. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. We'll see if now that Japan is down, if they will send in the starters in the second half, or maybe they'll send a few and they'll go on. Because what I've been noticing with Japan is I feel like they slightly outplayed us, but they're lacking that quality in the final third to
In the
actually
final
punish us.
third, the
Yeah.
decisiveness is not there to punish us.
Yeah, they don't have the Mitoma, Minamino, Kubo
Yeah.
to kill us off. And we'll see how many minutes their coach gives this team. I think somewhat impressive depth from Japan. I think the biggest difference here is that our best players are better than their best players on the field right now. The problem is our worst players are worse than their worst players on the field right now. Like Rodon
Roldan is
is
a complete passenger.
worse. I think he's useless.
He's giving
He's
the ball away.
worse.
He's playing for Japan. You know how many giveaways he's had in this half? I counted at least 6.
And Freeman sucks, dude. I'm sorry. I've been saying this many times.
No, he's just a runner. He's just running down
No, but
that
he's
field. But he
terrible
can't.
on the ball. He's slow when he
That's what I
gets
mean.
it. It just
They're lumping balls into the channel for him to chase because he's got a good stride on him. But once he gets the ball, there's no technique to do anything with it.
yeah. They asked me about like what's his name Blackman. Blackman has been fine in this game. Hasn't really been tested.
The problem is, some people are saying in the chat, yeah, but this is our B team too. First of all, we don't know this for sure. You don't know who Poch is going to start, number one. Number two, we are evaluating whoever's on the field for how they can play in a World Cup. This is Japan's B team. These guys, well, none of these guys are starting at a World Cup. So if you want to earn more, looks, you have to at least look really good against the B team. Has
Um,
anybody looked really good today outside of Matt Freese?
Also, anyone saying it's our B team, Matt Freese is probably our starter right now in the World Cup. Richards is probably our starter in the World Cup. Tim Ream is probably our starter in the World Cup. Tyler Adams is probably a starter in the World Cup. Balogun is probably a starter in the World Cup. Pulisic is probably a starter in the World Cup and our best player. And then you have a few guys that it might be debatable. Like, who knows if he'll start Blackman, Zendejas. So at least half of this team is probably our A team. Japan, they're
Yeah.
all backups, even the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So don't
Yep.
say it's our B team. That's not true. Gian is saying, Gian is saying, hey, Tack, when Goku will enter the game. Goku ain't playing, guys. Keeping tabs saying Brazilian sausage cut. No, Brazilian sausage. And I said a cut of the steak, like picanha is a cut. David Addison saying one positive from this window. Freeze is actually my number one goalkeeper right now. By the way, what anime are you watching right now? Kaiji. I'm watching Kaiji. I actually like it very much. I didn't hear of it until I watched Squid Games, and I've been loving Kaiji. Very good anime. And said Matt Freeze is actually my number one goalkeeper. Yeah, right now he is. I wouldn't get overly excited about it. Let's give it more time, right? Let's not, the flavor of the month stuff. But yeah, Freeze, I thought he was fine against South Korea, one of our best players. And today he has been our best player, Matt Freeze.
Yeah. Which tells you who's outplaying who.
Yeah.
If your goalkeeper is your best player on the field.
Yeah.
But what I do appreciate about Freeze too is he's not trying to play out of the back under real pressure. Like when they really pressure him, he just punts it long. And I think that's honestly fine. That all of our goalkeepers should do. Because none of them can play with their feet. And the more you ask them to do it, the worse it's going to get.
Mm-hmm. Rocco 22 saying, what would happen if Japan played their starters? I think we probably would be down at halftime, considering we are getting
at least 2-0 by now.
Yeah, we're getting outplayed, and Zendeja scored a wonder goal, which, let's be real, most of those shots you miss, right? Even if it's Christian Pulisic or whatever, it was a very tough shot. Good for him for hitting that, and he's been having a good season. I think Zendeja's even this camp so far, he's one of the players that probably earned a call up for October. He looked decent against South Korea, and goal aside, I don't think Zendeja's been poor today. Goal aside, he's been okay.
He's been okay. He hasn't been excellent, but that goal will give you a lot, right? Goals change games. Let's see what he looks like in the second half. Will probably be replaced by Sebastian Berhalter at some point.
Or Luna, even though he's been better than Luna. Jaron saying, could we play a 4-4-2 diamond with wide forwards, Jedi Des, Richards, Ream, Adams, McKinney, Musa, Tillman, Pulisic, Balogun, Brazilian sausages, kisses. The one thing I'll say is this, and talking about Musa again, to me, right now, if I did like 2 or 3 different setups for the U.S. men's national team of the best possible, Musa doesn't make it for mine. No. Holy Cow saying the back three is great for us. It's hard to tell. We are getting outplayed by Japan's reserves.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. I know we're going to see a lot of our media be reactionary and just talk about the results. That's normally what they do. I think, one, winning the game is important. We do need to start winning games, but you do need to analyze the overall context of it. One, that we are getting outplayed so far, and 2, this is Japan's reserves. Okay, Trey. Yeah. The U.S. had a halftime because of crispy crossover from Arfston. It was a nice step over from him, and the cross wasn't great, but the step over was nice. He was able to beat his man kind of easily, actually. Arfston is beating his man easier than Pulisic. Pulisic's not beating anyone.
Yeah. I mean, Arfston's also getting beat defensively, dude.
He doesn't defend. Bad. We know that by now. Doug Douglas wanted to give Jeff some love. Always bring it. Jeff Carey. John is saying, please tell me we don't live in a world where Pochettino starts Arfston over Robinson, because honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's impossible.
With Pochettino, nothing would surprise me, honestly.
Yeah, he's like, I want more offense, and then he starts Arfston. But no defense. Even though I think A-Rob also offers more on offense, but yeah. Certified Chad, sure, Arfston sucks on defense, but at least he's good at attacking threat consistently, like slightly worse version. He's not a slightly worse version than Dest.
No, it's not even close. Guys, it's like it's not even the same universe. I'm sorry. He has an occasionally good moment in the attack. I don't think he's been good in the attack. Like, can we pause on the problem is that people judge players on moments. He'll put in one good cross and then be like, he's great on all. No, he's not, guys. He's not. This is Japan's B team, and he had one good cross. Thankfully, it was a very good finish. Otherwise, you don't remember that cross at all, right? If he hits the ball over the bar, nobody goes, "Oh my God, what a great attacking threat." He's not a great attacking threat. He's
No,
not. I'm
the
sorry.
cross was not good. It's not like he placed a perfectly placed cross and someone just kind of like headed it in with ease. That's a very tough shot. That ball could have just gone past everyone.
Yeah,
Or like you
it could
said,
also
Zendejas.
easily have been cleared.
Scythen is saying it's funny how people judge moments, and I like that you brought this up because here's the thing: a player can hit a perfectly placed cross, and the center forward can miss the header from very close range. No one
Yeah,
remembers that cross, and
right.
then Arston hits a shit cross. That's not a good cross, and then Zendeja scores a wonder goal, and everyone's talking about how he got the assist. Uh,
We never learn. We never learn.
it's always one moment. Siphon is saying Des for Blackman, Luna for Rodon, Weah for Freeman. I mean, if you want to try Luna again, I've seen enough of Luna. To me, can be a roster player, but yeah, if you want to, go ahead, be my guest. Jeff Carey saying, when I visited Brazil, the people were fun. The food was great. The men were women.
I
Wait,
don't know
what?
what part of Brazil you went to, Jeff Carey.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't know where exactly in Brazil you went to. Um, Gene is saying, hey guys, are there any good Brazilian coaches available for the U.S. men's national team if Pochettino leaves? I think Chichi's available. I'm not the biggest fan because he's a very pragmatic coach and loves to build strong defenses, but I think Chichi would be a fine hire for Brazil, for the U.S. I think he's available, but that's not happening. if if Pochettino gets fired, it will be an American coach. I
Oh,
don't think it'll
100%.
happen. I don't think it'll happen of him getting fired. But if it was to happen, it will 100% be an American coach.
Yeah.
Keeping tabs, saying not saying McGlynn should start in the World Cup, but he needs some minutes. He's top 3 midfielder in this camp. Could be a bench option late. I mean, keeping tabs. We talked about this before the stream. We'd rather see McGlynn over Roldan. McGlynn offers a lot more than Roldan on the ball. There's no doubt in my
Yeah.
mind about that. And he's younger, right? He's more promising. I'm just curious to see if Japan is going to make the subs right away. That'll kind of show how much they care about this game too, because they are down and they're lacking that killer instinct and quality in the final third. But everyone, make sure to drop a like in the stream if you haven't already. After this game, we are going to go to 11 Yanks Soccer, not 11 Yanks, 11 Yanks Soccer, Pete's second channel, because some crypto bro hacked his original channel for now until he gets that back to do the post game. And Rick saying Bretto's always has the bad takes. Well, we met Max in person. We know exactly why he has the bad takes. And I'll put it this way: Max is a great guy. He's actually very entertaining and fun to be around. But yeah, he was like praising Roldan on one of my tweets where it gets to a point where, guys, we're watching the same game. Roldan has been, if you want to be very generous and delusional, you would say Roldan was mediocre. If you want to be very nice, it was bad.
Yes. But also, guys, Max works for MLS. Like, it's literally his job to say nice things about MLS players.
Mm-hmm. And he said that Roldan is covering a lot of ground. Honestly, that might be true. He is running a lot. That might be true. But I would like for us to judge a player more based on their quality rather than how much ground they cover. Because if you're going to judge how much ground they cover and how much they run, just call up a marathon runner. He'll run the whole game.
Yeah. It's effectiveness that we're judging, not intent. I intend to play well if I ever suit up for the US. That doesn't mean I should get credit for intent.
Yeah, and if the only criteria is how many miles you run by the end of the game, you freaking call up the best marathon runner the US has and he'll run a lot.
But this is also emblematic of American soccer culture. Covering a lot of ground is not valued anywhere else in the world. Do you think Barcelona covered a lot of ground when they were that amazing? No. You're not judged
Well,
on how much you can run. Everybody can run. Everybody can cover a lot of ground at high levels. We're going to a World Cup, everybody's going to cover ground. It's how effective are you at your job?
Well,
and
also B,
Roldan is ineffective.
if you're also a player with a very high soccer IQ, you don't need to run too much. You know through position. Like, do you guys really
Andrea
think
Pirlo must have been shit because he almost never ran.
the is Sergio Busquets running around like a headless chicken all over the field?
Covers no ground. Bench him.
No, can't defend. No, honestly, even let's go Casemiro, for example, that's not a Pirlo or a Sergio Busquets. Is he running around the field all over the place like a headless chicken? No. They know how to cover ground properly, right? While Roldan, what he can mainly offer is freaking run for his life the whole game. And yeah, again. Okay, Trey saying, if we lose this, I'm tossing one of Spicy Jeff's green toys on the pitch. That might be a dildo reference.
Guessing.
Yeah, I can only imagine that being one of his toys. Frank Kessler saying, we need Lex Luthor's monkeys to get Pochettino to Manchester United going on social media. Lex Luthor's monkeys?
Not sure what that. Does he have monkeys?
I never seen Lex Luthor with monkeys.
In the last Superman, he had robots. Oh no, Superman had robots. Lex Luthor did not have robots.
Did he have
I don't remember.
monkeys? Why would you have
I don't
monkeys?
remember monkeys. I
That
might have
sounds
missed the
very
monkey.
ineffective. Why would someone? Okay. Siphon saying, "Come on, dude. Luna's better than Roldan and underrated defensively. The games you say he was bad was because he was covering for Arfston and dropping super deep. He's better than Roldan. Sure, if you want to start Luna over Roldan, that's fine. I'm just saying I wouldn't put Luna for like Zendejas or Pulisic. I'm not arguing with anyone about starting Luna over Roldan. God, at this point, we could even go man down instead of Roldan. Roldan's out here doing his own cardio session. Roldan's positioning was superb on the goal. He stayed away from the ball.
I think we should give Roldan more credit on that goal. He got nowhere near it.
Yeah, he didn't get involved, so that
He didn't
helped.
give us the chance to mess it up.
Marco Sanchez saying that was a good cross by Arston. Give him credit. I disagree. I highly disagree. If the good cross requires Zendejas to hit a freaking wonder goal right there, a volley kick, I'm sorry, that's not a good cross.
Do you think he put that cross with the intent for Zendejas to volley it? Or do you think it was a good cross into the box? Like, put the ball into the box, anything can happen. That's
I think
what I think it
I think
was.
he just tried to put it into the box and find a head.
Yeah. And that's the difference. Good is a subjective thing. Getting the ball into the box is always a good thing to do, right? So in that sense, it was a good cross. But if you think he intentionally found Zendejas with that, I'm going to have to disagree.
Jeff Carey saying it was in Rio. The girl from Ipanema was a man. Okay,
You know who
Jeff.
we should introduce Jeff Carey to, who's had similar experiences?
Yeah, we might want to keep that to ourselves. That one person we shall not name.
He who shall not be named.
No. Yeah, he had a similar experience to Jeff Carey in Rio, except for his was actually legit. But Dirk S is saying, okay, so if the best players are brought in, what else is the solution? Before it was Greg Berhalter, now it's Pochettino, or maybe our players are just not that good. Look, we're open to the idea that the players they're not world-class players. We don't have that. But can we beat Panama? Can we beat Japan's B team like we're doing now? That's what we're asking for.
Yeah. That good is a subjective term. You have to be more specific. We're good enough to beat Panama. We're good enough to beat Turkey. We have players to beat Mexico. We know this. So it's you can't say we're not that good.
Yeah, also we can go back to beating Mexico like we used to a few years back. Even though I think the main reason we're losing is because Mexico improved. So, El Duderino saying Pochettino's fired. Second half started, by the way, everyone. If Pochettino's fired, Berhalter 3.0, electric Boogaloo. Pochettino's sad. He
Rodan
lost.
just gave another giveaway. Another giveaway, Rodan. The game just started.
Good, Rodan. But he's covering a lot of ground, Pete. So shut up.
Top of the ground.
Do you see how much he ran after that giveaway?
Even if he runs in place, that's a good thing. It keeps you fit. Even if you're
Uh-huh.
not covering ground, it's good to be running in place.
Pochettino, he lost the four shop to Big Ange. He might actually do some coaching now. I don't think so, guys. And it's so far it hasn't really been good. Um, Certified Chad, when was the last time the US beat a good team?
Good, define good.
Um, Is
Is
Mexico
Iran a
good?
good team? Is Mexico a good team? I don't know if I would call any of them good.
Yeah, they're okay.
I would say the last time was under Klinsmann, probably.
Well, we could say Morocco in 2022, but that was not the Morocco we saw in the World Cup. They fired the
No.
coach. Yeah. Time check. I'm at 46, 42, 46, 43, 46, 45, 46, 46, 46, 47, 46,
So
48.
I'm about 5 seconds behind you. You just missed Japan almost scored off a header,
I
but it was
saw
straight
it.
to Greece.
I saw it. Matt Freeze made the save. It was an easy save. But Matt Freeze has been safe also. Even when it's an easy save, he's not been letting go of the ball. No
Yeah, you don't
rebound.
feel nervy when the ball goes into him, right? Like you don't feel like, oh no.
Last time we beat a good team, 2009 Confederations Cup.
Jeez. I mean, we drew Portugal in 2014. We did beat Italy and the Netherlands in some friendlies under Klinsmann.
Yeah. Arfston down the left. Pulisic overlaps. Finds Pulisic. Pulisic, that was a shot, I guess? Yeah. Yeah, Japan did not send in their starters yet. They did not make any substitutions.
I think we have to try to score again because if Moriyasu starts bringing in the subs, it could get
He might bring
ugly.
them around the 60th, right? He wants to give these
Yeah.
guys more minutes. Probably he'll bring them in around the 60th. So you get a second goal because if they come in the 60th, 30 minutes is enough time to do some damage.
Mm.
Tack, Jack says you're the worst. Says you're gonna tweet the worst USA team ever beat the best Asian team. Come on. I've been pretty darn honest here about Japan playing their B team. I've been really non-biased with my takes. Stephen Galley saying, I think Weah is a bit overrated and one-dimensional. He's definitely one-dimensional, and he is overrated depending on who you ask. Any world with Pepe and Balogun up on the wing, I'd rather see Weah as a backup left back. Me and Pete actually talked about that once. We would like to see maybe Balogun on the wing over Weah. Balogun seems to have more tools than Weah.
Yeah. In
Um,
terms of, yeah, for sure. And then maybe you could give Pepe a start up top and see how that looks.
Yeah, Weah is one-dimensional. He's not a bad player by any means, but yeah, he needs a really good team around him, and he can help that team. Pulisic with the free kick. No, Zendejas takes it. Cleared by the Japanese defense. Zendejas hits it again. Japan clears it once again. At least we know one thing. Japan's B team is definitely worse than Korea's best players.
Could have told you that.
FM, an angry American. 2015, when we beat Germany and the Netherlands. That was under Jurgen, 2015. Kevin Campbell saying, like having Richards back here, Richards has been rock solid for us for a
Except for
while.
that one giveaway he had. That was a bad
When?
giveaway. The one that was shot straight at Matt Freese.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was a Richards giveaway. That was poor.
But again, one moment, right, for Richards overall.
Sure. No, overall he's been solid.
Yeah. So Frank Esser saying Jurgen Klinsmann beat Germany in Italy and the Netherlands. Yeah, Jurgen did manage to pull a few results. Same thing with Bob Bradley, right? Bob Bradley pulled some results too.
Bob Bradley beat maybe the greatest national team of all time.
Definitely one of that's definitely probably if it's not debatable, a top 3 for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God, Freeman. What was that?
No, Freeman.
Just pass it to the defender right in front of him.
This is what I was saying about Freeman. I've watched him play for Orlando. I don't understand the hype. Like people are saying he's going to be a Premier League starter next year. It's like, what are we doing, guys? I don't think he can start in the championship.
For some of the poorer teams, he probably could.
Okay, still 1-0. They're saying Freeman is so hesitant. It's not that he's hesitant, it's how he plays.
It's also speed of play, guys. He's used to MLS speed of play. You have to understand that.
Pete, can you defend me on this one here?
Dak has never said that. You're talking about Doug McIntyre, the U.S. soccer shill propagandist mouthpiece. He was the one who said he's going to be a starter in the Premier League at this time next year, and he's going to be a $20 million player.
Yes. That was his prediction. I never said that. No, people make up a lot of shit that I say.
part of the job.
Someone the other day on Twitter got pissed on one of my tweets, and then he was like, "Of course you would say that. You're a racist JD Vance apologist." I'm like, "What? Like, what? When did I tweet about JD Vance?"
Oh, just say it's not. Have your agent tweet at that person and say it's not good for your mental health.
I don't think I've ever acknowledged JD Vance's existence. Oh. Japan's been giving the ball away a lot on when they're trying to build out of the back with this team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to take advantage of this. They're giving it away way too easily.
Yeah, they're saying Robert is saying, wait, this is Japan's B team. Yes, they benched all of their starters, including the goalkeeper, to face the U.S.
Mm-hmm. If only we get the rest of the World Cup teams to do that, we'll be good.
Corner kick
Although
here for
even
the
the
US.
top 7-8 teams in the world, their B teams would still beat us.
Yeah. Yes, they would, unfortunately. Corner kick here for the U.S. Zendejas delivers it. Okay, where is it? No, they just cleared it. And that'll be a throw-in for Japan.
All right, Dak. I'll be in and out.
See you soon. Hopefully you come in to celebrate another goal.
Hopefully.
All right. Japan now building out of the back. Now they just try to go long, finally, because they kept losing the ball, giving it away. I wonder for how long. And saying who's been taking the corners for us? Recently, Zendejas. I just saw Zendejas today. I think Pulisic took corners. So I would say, oh, Pulisic blows by one, blows by two, saved by the goalkeeper. Great play from Christian Pulisic. Finally, we saw him being able to beat someone, beat two players right there. I need to see it from a different angle, but it looked like a good finish. Just the goalkeeper was well positioned. Very nice play. I think he nutmegged the opponent. Yeah. I mean, it was a tough angle for Pulisic to score. So good play from Pulisic. I would not say that was a bad finish. Pulisic starting to get it going. And it's one thing that Pete brought up, which is true. Japan is playing their subs. Probably around the 60-minute mark, we'll see like 2 or 3 of the starters come in. So it'd be nice if we can get a second goal within the next 5 minutes. Okay, see here. Japan now has the ball. And Japan has looked like crap in the second half. They did outplay the US in the first half, but in the second half, they looked like complete crap. Japan switches the play. They haven't been able to do shit in the second half. And the US again able to recover the ball. Tyler Adams. Tyler, oh my goodness, Tyler, what are we doing here? Just jumping all over everyone. Very clumsy right there from Tyler Adams. Too much effort, but that's fine. Well, actually, can't really complain. Is that a free kick? And they called a foul on Tyler Adams right there. I'm not really understanding it. Let's see here. Zombie Fanatic saying, would you say that the U.S. should get an American manager? If Pochettino's fired, it's going to be an American coach. There are better options outside of the U.S. coaching system, but I wouldn't say they have to, but there are options that I would be okay with. I would not have an issue with BJ Callahan getting a shot, Pellegrino Materazzo getting a shot. Those are two American coaches I would not have an issue with. Saw Keller and the Scottish dude on ESPN saying Pochettino doesn't understand our player pool. They were going hard. Yeah, they always go hard after shit hits the fan, our media, right? They always do that. Even though Casey Keller, every time I watch him, it feels like he's on TV with very tight underwear. Like the underwear is so tight. The guy's on a bad mood. You can see that his face is like this. He's always like this, like that underwear is so tight that it's bothering him a lot. So he's been like just, and Casey Keller doesn't seem to like Pochettino in general. He's been complaining about Pochettino ever since he was hired, essentially. But good for them. Good for them. Darian saying, Yo, Tak, what position do you play when you play soccer? Also, what games are you looking to play on the Switch 2? So for the Switch 2, I want to play Pokemon Legends Z because I want to play that game. I looked at the trailer, looked really good. It's a different type of Pokemon game, right? Um, and I mean, I have Tears of the Kingdom for the Switch, but I'd like to play it on the Switch too, just because it looks like it's much better. But mainly Pokemon Z. I really want to play that game, and it's only for the Switch too. Mario Kart World is not a bad one as well, but I'm not dying to play Mario Kart World, but I want to play it. Doug Douglas saying Tyler's overrated. I don't see it. Tyler's good in a very specific role. He's a destroyer. He's a destroyer, and he finds the simple pass. That's Tyler Adams. You can't ask for much more. Arfston blocked. 58 minutes. Jeff Carey saying, Holly came to Miami, FLA, hitchhiked her way across the U.S., plucked her eyebrows along the way, shaved her legs, and then she says, hey, baby, take a walk on the wild side. What are you talking about? What is he even talking about? Is that a song? Rodri saying Bolivia 1, Brazil 0, second half underway. Yes, Brazil playing the altitude against Bolivia, 1-0 Bolivia so far. Brazil's also playing their subs, rotating. Japan, and Bolivia's playing for the result. Here comes Japan. Ball wide, Alex Freeman playing defense right there, down the left flank here for Japan. Japan with their subs just, and Freeman with the defense, and that'll be a corner for Japan. Let's see. Subs? Are the subs happening? Cross goes in from Japan. It's still in. Cleared by Blackman. Still in. Ream. Roldan gets beat, of course. Cross in. Matt Freeze. There's Zombie Fanatic saying, what console do you prefer, Xbox or Nintendo? Nintendo. I'm a big Nintendo guy. Obviously, Nintendo. Japan with a little bit of a dangerous moment there. Again, just with the subs, Japan just doesn't have the quality to punish us. We have to do better there. 59 minutes and 30 seconds. 59 minutes and 30 seconds. Chris Richards tries to go long. Pulisic able to get it down the left flank for the U.S. Cuts inside. Good ball from Pulisic, finding Freeman. Can Freeman be any slower on the ball? I'm actually kind of impressed of how slow he is when he gets the ball. Nintendo's for little kids, not gamers. Yeah, right. Try to finish the Legend of Zelda game and tell me that game's for little kids. There's no way you think that game is for little kids, The Legend of Zelda. Breath of Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, any of them. Zendeja's pulled. And everyone, if you just tuned in, make sure to drop a like in this stream if you haven't already. And if you want to play So Rare, the link with the special offer is in the description of this video. So Rare. Who plays So Rare here in the chat? Let me know. If you play So Rare on the chat, let me know. Japan, 3 subs for Japan. 3 subs. Let me see who they are. Number 7, 8, and 15. So 7 is Mitoma. Number 8 is Minamino. And 15 is Kamada. So they're bringing out the big guns. Kubo's not on, but they're bringing 3 top players right there. Right? Minamino from Monaco. You guys that watch Balogun should know. Very good midfielder right there. Kamada, that plays for Crystal Palace, very good player, used to play in the Bundesliga, if I'm not mistaken. And then obviously Mitoma, that is one heck of a winger that plays for Brighton. One of the best wingers in the Premier League, Mitoma, very good player right there. They're all on for Japan, so we'll see how it goes now. Japan will start to improve. They still have Kubo on the bench. That's another one. They still have Ueda on the bench. They still have some good options there to send in, but should see some improvements for Japan right now. All right. We'll see how it goes now with Japan with 3 better players up top. Mitoma back. We'll see how it goes now. Because they're going to go for the result here. I don't think they're trying to go back to Japan with a 0-0 draw with Mexico and a 1-0 loss to the U.S. Mitoma down the left. Mitoma versus Alex Freeman. Back. Through the middle. Japan already looks a bit better already. They're holding the ball well, but they can't really create anything. Matt Freese, safe hands. Safe hands, Matt Freese. Yes, Endo's on the bench too from Liverpool. Endo's on the bench. Gene is saying the life of Venezuela is on the hands of Brazil. Tack. Colombia is beating Venezuela 4-2. Yeah, but it looks like Bolivia is going to beat Brazil in the altitude. Brazil brought in subs and they're playing in the altitude. I think it's probably over there. Doug Douglas saying Japan bringing the pub subs, chicken tender sender. Oh, those are really good. The public subs. So the U.S. will make subs here too. De La Torre, Luna, McGlynn, and Dest. Luna, McGlynn, De La Torre, and Dest. So I'm assuming Roldan, Tyler, Freeman, and maybe Zendejas or Pulisic. I don't know. Darian saying all-time USMNT starting 11. Darian, making that on the spot. I don't know. Tim Howard, Dest, and Beasley as the fullbacks. Right? Balogun goal. Balogun goal. Balogun scores for the U.S. 2-0. The U.S. men's national team will finally get a win. Pulisic to Balogun. United States 2, Japan 0. Pulisic finds Balogun. 2-0 for the U.S. versus Japan. We might finally get a win. Good finish from Balogun. Good finish for Balogun. Darian, center backs. I'm trying to think. Eddie Pope is one. Bocanegra is a good option. Tim Ream would be an option for the all-time. Richards is an option. Midfield. Jermaine Jones. Probably put Jermaine Jones alongside. Who would I put Jermaine Jones with? I'll definitely have Claudio Reyna in the midfield. I know many people don't like him, but definitely have Claudio Reyna. On the right wing, I would have Lyndon Donovan. Left wing, I would have Christian Pulisic. And then up top, I'd probably have Clint Dempsey. Or have Dempsey maybe as a second striker. And then you have maybe Brian McBride. Are we going to win the World Cup now? Probably. We're probably going to win the World Cup. Game ain't over, but this is a solid lead here for the U.S. And now Pulisic's out. Pulisic's out. Okay, I'm going to check out everyone that was subbed off here. Let me see. 65 minutes, 2-0. For the United States here. Let's try to figure out. Good press from Balogun. Japan. Diego Luna. Now, Diego Luna's on the left wing. So the substitutions here, let's go through it. Tyler Adams is out. Arfston's out. Dest is on for Arfston. McGlynn is on for Tyler. Luna is on for Pulisic. And who did De La Torre come on for? Was it Roldan? Probably Roldan. Yeah, probably Roldan. Ball goes back to Matt Freeze. Okay, Japan now with the ball. Did Japan make more subs? I'll update you guys on all the subs soon because Japan might be making subs as well. 2-0 for the United States, 66 minutes. 66 minutes. Kevin Campbell is saying Pulisic's pass to Balogun was fire. Good combo. Yes, it was a brilliant pass from Pulisic and a brilliant finish from Balogun. Diego Luna with the ball. Back to De La Torre. McGlynn. Let's see what McGlynn can do. Alex Freeman. What the heck was that? Guys, Alex Freeman doesn't even look like a professional player today. What is going on? What was that? 67 minutes, yeah. Yeah, why is everyone putting 67? Why is everyone putting 67 in the chat? 67 is the minute. Hey, John F., stop spamming 67. Okay, so let me go through all the substitutions here. Dest on for Arfston. McGlynn on for Tyler Adams. Diego Luna for Pulisic. And De La Torre for Zendejas. So Roldan is still on the field. Roldan is still on the field. Make sure to drop a like, everyone, if you haven't already. What is going on? What is with the 67? Stop with the 67s. Okay, I'm confused. I'm ignoring the chat. I'm going back to the game. Minute 68 right now. They're showing again Balogun's goal. Very nice finish from floating Balogun. (2-0) for the U.S. 2 goals on open play. 2 goals on open play. Japan now with the ball. Japan tries to play for the middle. Nice turn from Minamino. Fouled by Chris Richards. Hey, the ball was moving. You can't just hit it like that. Minute 69. Nice. We hit minute 69. Very nice. Very nice. We hit it. We hit minute 69. Okay. Yeah. Can we look? Instead of everyone just spamming 67 for no reason, can you guys just get this stream to 1,000 likes? Can we do that? Oh, Japan just hit the post. Oh my goodness. That looked like Matt Freeze was beat. It looked like he was beat. Pretty good shot. Yeah, that was a good shot from Japan. Oh, it hit like right on the upper 90 post right there, the 90 degrees. Right there. Corner kick for Japan. Cross goes in. Cleared by Dest. Dest, get it out of there, please. Balogun. Back to Freeman, and Freeman just blasted forward. Japan clears it. That's going to be a throw-in for the U.S. 70 minutes. 70 minutes. 865 likes. Japan recovers the ball once again. 70 minutes and 30 seconds. Pochettino's first statement went, kinda. We appreciate the win because it's been a while. Right? It's been a long time. I don't know why we were practicing abstinence here, but it's been a while, so it's good to win. But again, Japan played all their subs for some reason for like 60-plus minutes. But again, let's hold on to this win. Let's get the 2-0 win and at least enjoy this. Mitoma drives inside for Japan. Let's at least not let Japan's best player score. Right? Japan has a good chunk of their best players on the field now. Most of them. Let's just help them not score. Let's just hope they don't score. Okay. 71 minutes and 40 seconds, and Japan's going to make their last subs. What I hate about saying subs is it reminds me of the pub sub, and I'm actually kind of hungry. I didn't really have dinner. I don't like eating before stream because I don't want to be here talking to y'all and burping, right? Do you guys get that? You eat a lot, and then you start talking, you're like burping the food. I don't want to do that. You guys don't need to listen or hear me burp, but I'll eat after the game. So 2 more subs here for Japan. 72 minutes. Okay, seriously, can someone in the chat just explain what is the 67 at this point? I know it's a meme, but what is it a meme of? I just kind of want to know. Yeah, we wasted Noah Kai Banks this camp. This was a camp that was supposed to be test, and test. 7 feet. Wait, 6'7". It's 6 feet 7 inches in height. So what's the joke about that? What's the joke? All right, U.S. pressing Japan here. Japan has the ball once again. Goalkeeper just boots it forward. Richards wins the header. Freeman does something, wins a header, finally. Diego Luna. I thought Pulisic also came to life in the second half. Japan again with the ball. We're hitting minute 74. Yeah, guys, just knock it off with the 67 thing because you're spamming the chat and people are starting to get pissed. The mods might start blocking you, so knock it off with it. Let's talk about the game here. 74 minutes. Japan trying to build out of the back. The U.S. well set to press. And Roldan just gets put in the middle of the rondo there. Japan with the ball. I think that's Minamino, I believe. I don't recognize him from this. I have to see the numbers. Seko down the left for Japan. Kamada. Japan trying to get something here towards the end of the game. We got 15 minutes to go. We still have to hold the 2-0 lead. Terrible pass by the Japanese player. That's going to be a goal kick for the U.S. Goal kick for the U.S. Right now, it doesn't seem like Japan has it in them to pull a comeback here, or even to get a goal. Even to get a goal. Bolivia is shockingly beating Brazil. Well, they put it on a very high altitude. Not even La Paz, even higher than La Paz. They put it in a place called En Alto. And Brazil decided to just play subs because they're already qualified. So I'm not so surprised that that Bolivia is winning. Mike P saying 6'7" is the new 69 tack. No, I'm still sticking to 69. Fallen Phoenix saying this game is Pochettino's mind solidifies the back three form. I'm not opposed to the back three, but I don't think it's said and done. Free kick here for Japan. 75 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay, set pieces here. Terrible delivery. Japan wins the header, but McGlynn will clear it. And there's no one from the U.S. there. That's fine. Japan recovers the ball here around the halfway mark. Good press there from Balogun. Balogun. Japan again with the ball. Can't really do much. And will that be a corner or goal kick? Goal kick for... No, corner. Corner kick for Japan. I thought it was a goal kick. Damian Downs is coming on. Yep. So one thing is for sure. It is Jover for Sargent. It is over for Sargent. Cross goes in, cleared by Blackman. Big thing that Blackman did all game. Yeah, he finally did something. Good clearance right there. Like over forever for Sargent. I wouldn't say forever, but probably for this World Cup. I don't think Sargent will get a call up anymore with Pochettino. I really don't. And I don't blame Pochettino. At least not for that one. Mitoma with the ball for Japan. They still have it. And Roldan wins the 50-50. Diego Luna. Good ball from Luna to Balogun. Balogun, open up with McGlynn. This probably will be the last play for Balogun. McGlynn, you should have put the through ball to Balogun. De La Torre. Roldan out wide. Dest. Luca De La Torre, get the shot. Get the shot. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. What a shot from McGlynn. That could have been number 3. That could have been number 3. Good shot from McGlynn. That was a brilliant save right there. Oh, it deflected. So McGlynn's shot was deflected. Balogun's out now. Damian Downs. Damian Downs from Southampton's on. Josh Sargent. Well, it's over for him. He got another opportunity. He sucked. I don't think Pochettino will be calling up Sargent again. 937 likes. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. We are very close to hitting 1,000. $79 minutes. So we got 11 minutes to go here just to hold on. Gil is saying, are we back? No, I wouldn't even say it's too encouraging. I would say enjoy the win. Let's enjoy the win. Are we back? We don't know. Oh, okay. Here comes Japan. Minamino. And that'll be a throw in for Japan. We're definitely not back, but Balogun out. Damian Downs in. Throw in for Japan here. 80 minutes. Japan here with the ball. Mitoma against Alex Freeman. He beats Alex Freeman, but Alex Freeman recovers and goal kick. Good job from Alex Freeman there. Good job. Got beat there for a second, but good recovery. Is back 3 the move tack? Personally, I do prefer the U.S. playing a back 3, not with the specific players that Pochettino selected. I do prefer the U.S. playing a back 3, but I don't know if it's the move. Like, you can also play in a 4-2-3-1 with the United States. There's options, but I'll make a video next week of how I would want to set up the U.S. men's national team. Personally, it is with a back 3, so we'll go with that. Chris says Freeman has been pretty good with all due respect. With all due respect, also, I disagree, Chris. I think he's been abysmal in possession and reliable on defense. Did Blackman just head the ball? What just happened? He was on the floor and he headed the ball. What just happened? Okay, I need to see this again. I think the ball was on the floor and Blackman pulled like a Phil Jones. He pulled a Phil Jones and he just headed the ball on the floor. Oh, and it was an accident. Mitoma accidentally hit him after. It was an accident, but that's got to hurt. Yeah, Sam, I'm giving Gil, did I pronounce your name correctly? Gil Sandoval. How you doing, Sam? I'm sure he's listening. He's 13 and a midfielder. So where does Sam play? Where does he play right now? And nice to meet you, Sam. Hopefully you're enjoying the game, the stream. I don't know if you guys are watching the game because you guys are driving right now, right? Gil and Sam. Mitoma blows by. Richards, good recovery. Tim Ream wins the header. Good, Tim Ream. Good job. Then bad touch there from Luca Del Torre back to Blackman. Not a good pass there. Under pressure, the U.S. kind of figures it out and loses and has it again. Freeman tried to dribble past 3 and lost the ball for some reason. Damian Downs out wide to Dest. Dest 1v1. Luna lets it go. McGlynn. Ooh! What a shot from McGlynn. It hits the crossbar. And then it bounces like very close to going in. Second dangerous shot from McGlynn. That should have been 3. And free kick here for the U.S. What a shot from Jack McGlynn. Did that not go in? It almost looked like it did go in. Here comes Japan through the middle. Cuts inside, blows by Roldan. Shot deflected again. Matt Freeze. Safe hands. Matt Freeze. Watching the replay here, that was a rocket from McGlynn. It looked like it might have even gone in. Okay. Blackman's out. Nate, are you fucking kidding me? He sent to Nathan Harrio and Noah Kai Banks won't get a minute? Why? Why? You're up 2-0. Aren't you testing players? This was the perfect game to just give Banks a few minutes. Minamino with the ball. Opens to Mitoma. Mitoma's going to go against Harrio. Mitoma with the cross. Cleared. Not cleared, actually. No one hit it in the U.S. So had the ball Serginho Dest. Ay. Tyson. Hold on, Tyson. I'll get back to the super chat in a second. Sorry, Timothy. Sorry for my language. Yes, I probably should have picked different words. The F word came out. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it comes out. It happens. Tyson saying, put my 3-4-1-2 or 5-2-1-2 in the chat. Scally as a right center back, Dest, Jedi as a left center back, wide midfielders, 2 strikers would look nice with Pulisic at the cam. How would I put that though? I'm putting your super chat so people can visualize it. Freeman. Here's an opportunity for Freeman. Let's see what he can do. What the heck was that pass? What the heck was that pass from Freeman? Diego Luna to McGlynn. Shoot it again, McGlynn. Just keep shooting it. Damian Downs to Luna. Oh, good ball from Luna. Good ball from Luna. Luna actually played very well today in limited minutes. Luna very good off the bench. Alex Freeman kind of beats his man, sort of. Loses the ball. Recovers it, loses it again. Chris Richards wins it. Christian Roldan. Jack McGlynn. Just shoot it, McGlynn. Just shoot it. That's fine. He missed the target, but just shoot it. You've been spectacular from distance. Just shoot it. Good shot from McGlynn again. Well, he missed the target, but good play there from good layoff there from Diego Luna to Damian Downs. Very well played. Steven Spada. Okay, we're playing decently, but we're still playing a B team. And this is going to give us some players clout with Pochettino. Yeah, I mean, look, we have to enjoy the win, and we have to. There are negatives, which we'll talk about, but there were some positives to talk about as well. I guess what you're saying is what would have happened if Japan had played their best starting 11 from the get-go? I guess we'll never know. We won't know, right? If Japan had played their best 11, what would this game have looked like? Regardless, the players beat what's in front of them, and that's what they can do. And we're going to have to judge it based on that. Like Japan didn't put scrubs, but they did put the B team. And we are outplaying Japan right now, and they have a good amount of their good players on. Serginho Dest, just beat him, Dest, beat him, Dest, beat him, Dest. Oh, good shot, saved. Jack McGlynn to Damian Downs. McGlynn, just shoot him, McGlynn. You've been doing a tremendous job shooting. Oh, Roldan with the steal. He wanted a penalty kick, no call. No call. Roldan, just get up. Robert saying, too bad McGlynn doesn't have the overall quality because holy shit, what a left foot. Yes, he can definitely strike from distance. He does have issues in tight spaces, and he's very slow. Very slow. But you give McGlynn time and space with that left foot, he'll kill you. Not literally kill you, because that would be a crime. You can't kill anyone, but you know what I'm saying. Bronny's saying, does Cavan make the World Cup squad as a wonder kid? Absolutely not. He does not make the World Cup squad as a wonder kid. Out wide. Here comes Japan. 88 minutes. It looks like we've locked in the win. And now let's try to lock in a clean sheet. Mitoma tries to go by Alex Freeman. Good defense. Mitoma finds a cross. Roldan. Cleared. What was that clearance, Roldan? What the heck was that? Minamino. Comes Japan. Cross goes in. Mitoma still has it. And terrible pass. And Nathan Harriel, what are you doing? Mitoma back. Japan still has the ball. 89 minutes. Now it's about holding a clean sheet. That's about it. Mitoma against Alex Freeman. Minamino with the cross. Cleared. Let's just get the ball out of there at this point. We're defending with all 11 players, which is fine. I know it's a friendly, but now just hold a clean sheet. Cross goes in. Header from Japan. That's going to be a goal kick for Matt Freese. That should be game ref once it hits the 90th minute. There's no point on adding any minutes to this game. Kevin is saying, do you see Pepe and Balogun starting together? I think that's an option we should consider, Pepe and Balogun starting together. It's definitely not a lock or something we 100% have to do, but it is something that we should consider. Pochettino probably does consider it, I'm assuming. And Tyson's saying, freeze on goal, center back, Scally, Richards, and Ream, Dest and Jedi. Wide midfielders would be Jedi and Dest, obviously. Then Tyson has Johnny, Adams, and Pulisic at the central midfield position, with Pulisic being the central attacking midfielder, and Balogun and Pepe up top. The ref added 3 minutes. So again, the U.S. has locked in the win. Japan's not going to pull a draw here, but let's just hold on to the clean sheet at least. And here comes Japan. 3 minutes to go. Sesko, cross goes in, blocked by Alex Freeman. Seko. Ball goes back. Japan in possession. U.S. defending with all 11 players at this point. Japan still holding possession. And here comes Japan again. 91 minutes. 2 minutes to go. United States 2, Japan 0. First time Pochettino defeats a top 30 ranked team since he took over the U.S. national team. Sure, it was Japan's B, but kind of important to get a win and get things going here. Eric Corrado saying we should bring Zardes and Guzan. Guys, when I went to the game in Atlanta, the Manchester United-Everton game, I was at the Premier League lounge that So Rare got it for me. By the way, So Rare, the sponsor of this video, thank you very much. Link is in the description if you want to play So Rare. Brad Guzan was there in the lounge. Brad Guzan was there. It was really funny to see him. Very tall guy. Rax is saying Americans mentality A, B team, MLS is shit. American mentality A, team B, MLS is shit. I'm trying to understand what you meant, but Roldan clears it. 92 minutes. FM, an angry man American. I love Pepe and Balogun, but every time they start together, it doesn't work out. Correct me if I'm wrong. Have we seen Pepe and Balogun start together? I don't think we have. I don't think we have. I don't remember seeing Balogun and Pepe start together. Mitoma. Comes Japan, cross right into Roldan's face. Ref, the game is over. Just end it. 2-0 win. Just end the game. You're going to wait for Japan to score a goal? It's the 93rd minute. Just end the game. By the way, if you guys want 20% off any Umbro merch, use the link and promo code in the description of this video. I think it's TM20, the promo code, but use the link and promo code. Anything you buy, anytime you want, 20% off Umbro products. They have some pretty good jerseys like Bournemouth, Tyler Adams, Guatemala, El Salvador. Their jerseys are beautiful. Game is over, ref. Can we just end it, ref? 2-0. And that does it. The United States finally gets a win. We finally win under Pochettino. Steven Spada, looking at this game, it makes me wonder if Pochettino could actually figure it out. Am I being too optimistic? Yeah, you might be. Don't overreact to this win. Enjoy it. We got to win. Japan played their reserves for some reason, right? And then they played later in the game their starters. So be happy that we won. It's definitely a step in the right direction, but let's not be delusional. I'm just happy that we finally won. It's been a while, right? We needed to win. Jeff Gary, thank you for the kisses. Thank you, everyone that was here. So the U.S. defeats Japan 2-0. We're going to talk about it more in the postgame at 11 Yanks Soccer. We're going to go to 11 Yanks Soccer for the postgame. And tomorrow here at Tactical Manager TV, I'll release the 7 things we learned video. I need to rewatch parts of this game, the highlights, think about it, and make the video. Thank you very much, everyone that tuned in. Siphon is saying, the one time Pepe and Balogun started together, it was ruined by Dest Redlands that forced a substitution. Whoever said that last comment is a dummy. Yeah, I don't remember the last time they played together, right? I don't remember. But congratulations to the U.S. We finally get a win here under Pochettino. A win against a good team, right? Because we only played crap teams. Don't forget to drop a like before you go. Subscribe. Tomorrow we have the 7 things we learned video. And I'll see you all at 11 Yanks Soccer right now, 11 Yanks Soccer for the postgame. Thank you very much, So Rare, for sponsoring this video. Link with the promo code and special offer in the description. And that's all. Ciao.